So this right here is my book of LEGO customs. You guys have seen this book many times throughout the years. This is the binder where I store all of my third-party LEGO accessories. So anything like BrickArms, BrickWarriors, Eclipsegrafx, Citizen Brick, and more. Because these last few months I have now been to a few LEGO conventions, I've had the chance to pick up many new third-party LEGO accessories from different brands like, as I said, BrickArms, Eclipsegrafx, Citizen Brick, Brick Tactical, and so much more. So today in this video, I'm going to be revamping my customs LEGO book while also adding all of my new accessories into the book and updating my collection of third-party LEGO. So let's get to it. So the first step in this entire process is going through all the new weapons and accessories that I picked up from BrickWorld Chicago 2023 and Bricks in the Six Toronto 2023. I was able to pick up a bunch of different accessories from a bunch of different LEGO third-party brands, so it's going to be really challenging to go through each and every one and properly label them. So my Bricks in the Six haul definitely saw more BrickArms weapons, like I even got a mystery pack with my friend Dan here, and a bunch of other random weapons and accessories, and my BrickWorld haul really consisted of more printed parts. They didn't have a lot of BrickArms there. They do have these BrickArms, which are specialty printed by Eclipsegrafx, which is really cool, but then I also got a bunch of different minifigure accessories and parts here as well. I tried to take as many pictures as I could of the BrickArms labels just to make it a lot easier when I do have to label them, but we'll have to see how that goes. So the first thing I did here was start bagging all the LEGO accessories that I know I don't already have in my collection. I did a lot of this with all the printed tiles, the torsos, the accessories, as well as all the printed BrickArms that I know are new to the collection. I'm just using these little baggies that I picked up from the dollar store to put all these accessories in. For the most part, I didn't put the BrickArms in the bags, and you'll see why in just a second. But after I actually did get all the other accessories put into the bags, it was time to get started on the BrickArms. So the BrickArms themselves is going to be a little bit trickier to do because I do have an extensive collection of BrickArms and I don't always know which ones I have. So when I pulled all these BrickArms out, the first thing I had to do was go through the 14 pages of BrickArms that I have and make sure I don't have any duplicates. Sometimes I could have BrickArms in one color and then I purchased them in another color. Who really knows? So the next probably hour I went through here and just cross-referenced all the new BrickArms weapons that I just purchased with the BrickArms that I already have in my collection. You guys can see there were many examples where I did pull out the bag from the binder here and actually add BrickArms to it, or sometimes I thought I was adding to it, but the BrickArms were just so close, but they weren't quite the exact same weapon. So like I said, I spent a lot of time going through here and just making sure that I didn't have any of them. And after going through this process towards the end, I was left with just a bunch of BrickArms that are new to the collection. So now it's time to actually label them and add them here. By using a combination of all the photos that I took at the LEGO convention as well as the BrickArms website, I was able to pretty much identify most of the new weapons that I would be adding to my BrickArms collection. Also, to make this process a little easier, I did add a log of all the BrickArms that I own to just an Excel document. That way I was just able to easily tell by searching it up if I already had the weapon or not in my collection. And this will make it so much easier at future LEGO conventions as well to be able to differentiate which ones I need to buy and which ones I already have. So like I mentioned, now that I go through here, I take a look at all the pictures as well as the BrickArms website and really just deep dive into identifying these weapons. It is a little bit of a game of cat and mouse because sometimes the weapons are so similar to one another, you really have to look at the minute details to see which weapon this actually is. Overall, I did have a lot of fun doing it, but it was definitely a very time-consuming and tedious process. Alright, so I finished going through all my pictures here and all the weapons that I got from BrickWorld and Bricks in the Six, and these so far are the only ones that I was unable to identify. I'm going to send these to one of my friends in the BrickArms community to see if he knows which ones these are, but if you also know, please feel free to let me know down in the comments. And now that all the accessories that I picked up from the LEGO conventions are properly labeled, it is time to add them into the third-party customs book. I obviously want to continue grouping like brands together, so I'll add the BrickArms to the BrickArms section, Eclipsegrafx to Eclipsegrafx, and more. I actually did pick up a few different accessories from a few new brands this time as well, so I'll definitely have to make sure I add a spot for them here in the book. So now all my new LEGO minifigure accessories are in the book. However, there is still one last thing that I really want to do to make this book pop even more. For years now, I found it really hard to differentiate between the plastic baggie, the plastic backing, and the actual LEGO accessory itself. So what I'm going to be doing is just taking a bunch of blank white sheets and putting them in behind each accessory. This is going to give me a better chance to actually go through each and every one of the accessories, and when I'm scrolling through each page, I'll just get a better visual of that instead of seeing a bunch of different plastic and other backings and, a see-through plastic for sure.
This part was really easy to do. I just took a bunch of printer paper that I already had and a paper cutter and started cutting it down into trading card size. I just cut a ton of things while I was doing it just so I make sure I have enough for future years. And then once I did that, I actually took the big stack of all the white paper I had and started putting it behind every Lego accessory in the book. As you can see, it's already starting to look so much better than it once did, and I knew this would be a worthwhile investment for sure.
And there we have it, you guys. This book now looks so much better than it did just a few hours ago. It really encompasses now a lot of what I was trying to do and achieve with this book. I'm really excited for how this book is looking now, so definitely let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see an updated tour of my third-party LEGO Customs collection and this book here. It is basically a Bible. It's looking really, really good. It contains all of the LEGO accessories that you guys have seen. I'm thinking it might almost be time to actually separate it as well and maybe have one binder just for LEGO minifigure weapons like BrickArms and BrickWarriors, and then another binder for third-party custom printed items, minifigure accessories and things like that that aren't, you know, guns and knives and stuff like that. I have to update the business cards here as well because there are definitely some of these companies that aren't around anymore, and there's some more room on the back, so I could easily do a little bit more work to that. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for checking out today's video. I really hope you enjoyed me going through my customs book and just showing you some of the new accessories that I got from the past conventions this summer, as well as just modernizing it to making it look better and making it easier to read. Like I said, definitely let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see a full tour on this book. Anyway, you guys, thanks again for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you here in the next video.